Welcome, FNUSA57 here. Today I'm back on my Xbox One, and I will be playing the brand new game Remnant From the Ashes. Now this video will serve as my first impressions and gameplay video. It will not be my review video. I will be creating a separate video for the review due to the fact that there is an embargo on doing the review content at the time of recording this video. Anyways, this is a brand new game. It is published by Perfect World, and it is produced by Gunfire Games. So I was provided a code to play the game and to review it, and we're basically just going to go through, check it out, see how it is, and like I said, I won't be commenting as to do I like it, do I not like it, how good is it. That will all come in a later video. Right now I just want to check it out, and we're going to go through a little bit of the starting screens and things like that. It's taking a second to sync. So I don't really care too much about character creation, but I'm going to play around with it just a little bit to give you guys an idea of what you can expect. Now I'm going to try to do my best to keep this video about somewhere between an hour and a half to just under 2 hours. This way you get a good sense of the initial gameplay and at least some of the things that you can do more than just the tutorial. So looking at the character customization, it doesn't look like we have a tremendous amount of options here. You can make a male or female character. It looks like we've got a few different presets to choose from for the face, so you can kind of scroll through these, and if you see a preset that works for you, we're gonna go ahead and try and find one that's like somewhat around something I could work with, since this isn't a beta and I don't know if I can technically change the looks of my character later on. I'm gonna pick something that might be something I like. So we've got several different hair choices here. I kind of would have actually liked to see a few more hair choices, but those are the options that we have to work with. So we also have a few facial hair options, not too many, surprisingly. A basic color set for what we can pick for facial hair, and no separation between the color of facial hair and the color of your actual character's hair, which is okay. I'll just pick black hair because, you know, why not? Then you can mess around with the skin tone. We can also mess around with the facial scars, and then I do see the option there that says the voice set. So I guess we can mess around with the voice set a little bit. I'd like to kind of change up the outfit and the armor, but I'm assuming that's just going to be standard until we get farther into the game. So I think my character looks decent, or decent enough for now. My game is going to be set to friends only. I will do some co-op content later, but for the initial part of the video, and probably the first couple videos I do, I'll be playing solo just to go at my own pace and explore the story and explore the game a little bit. I do see here where you can select other characters, so that's a good thing. I'm going to turn up the brightness just a little bit because these games tend to be a little dark, and for the way I play, I'm going to go into the options and we are going to invert the y-axis. I'll mess around with the sensitivity later once I play the game a little bit and see if I need to change up the sensitivity a little bit to suit my playstyle. So take a quick look at the controls just to vaguely familiarize myself with it. And then I'm going to go ahead and start it up and see what this game has to offer. Now, of course, we can go back and we can change these options. We can play offline. We can make the match a public match or just keep it friends only. I'm also going to check the achievements because this is something that I love to do. When I get a new game, I like to browse the achievements and see what we have. So most of these achievements, they kind of look like they're related to kills, upgrading stuff, collecting weapons, collecting armor. Pretty much it doesn't really look too terribly bad. Now, there is a number of secret achievements, but traditionally in a lot of these games, the secret achievements tend to be ones that you'll get along the lines of just your playthrough of the game. You usually don't have to go too terribly far out of your way to get those. So let's just go ahead and see what we get into. Now, I will be leaving everything intact without any editing, so we will have all of the cutscenes just the way they are, since this is the first time that I am seeing any of this as well. Keep in mind I'm playing on a, well, not normal, but I am playing on my Xbox One, which is an Advanced Warfare Limited Edition Xbox One, so I don't have an Xbox One X yet. And the graphics might be a little bit improved on the Xbox One X, because I am noticing that some of the textures are taking a second or two to load in. But I'm just going to kind of let this go through and see what this whole intro is about.
Unshakable dread that something had twisted and turned. The journey will not be easy. Storm swirls round the dragon's tower like a shroud. The dragon may be dead, but in its ashes, I fear something else has awoken. You will fight for every step. You must reach the tower, learn what became of our warrior.
Well, that intro looks pretty cool. It's a little weird, but it looks cool.
So long as we have breath.
I will mention if there's ever just a slight bit of static. I was trying some new settings with my mic, and I think that for some reason I have a little bit of static every once in a while, so I do apologize for that. The loading screens aren't too terribly long, but they are a little bit long. Enough that you notice them, I should say. Alright, so we've got the tutorial here. I'm just going to take a second, kind of familiarize myself with the controls a little bit. It's in third-person perspective, which is interesting. We have a light attack and heavy attack with the sword. Obviously, I have some other pocket slots that I haven't found items to go in. Plus, we can crouch. Once I get a little ways through this, I'll stop narrating it and just kind of leave you with the gameplay. It'll be about an hour, hour and a half in. So this tutorial is pretty straightforward. I'm noticing we don't exactly have a waypoint. I will be taking my time as I wander around through this game, just because in games like this, they love to hide stuff, whether it be lore pieces, or a collectible, or a bonus bit of currency. They love to hide stuff on you. Which, as you've seen, I just found a little healing potion. Now, of course, the healing potion I was meant to find, so it really wasn't something that I had to go very far out of my way for. In retrospect, I probably should have saved the healing potion, But considering they give it to me as just part of the tutorial, well, I'm sure I'll get another one. I should mention that this game is supposed to be difficult. Now, when they say that, I'm not entirely sure of the level of difficulty that the devs were shooting for. So we'll go through this and see if it's like challenging difficult, or if it's like tear your hair out, maddeningly annoying. I also should mention that just because I was provided a game code for the game does not mean that I will conduct the review when I do my review video any different than I normally would. All of my opinions are my own and not influenced either way. But that's all I'm going to say on that till the next video. I do hope that you guys enjoy, though. So these enemies look a little bit weird. I've got to get used to the controls and exactly how far this roll is, because you do get a few immunity frames. It doesn't seem like very long, but you do get a little bit of immunity to damage when you roll. And I'm pretty sure that that's going to be something that comes into play later on. But I do have to get used to the enemies and the range of things. I thought I was out of range of his attack. Unfortunately, I was not. Then again, they don't really forecast their attack. They forecast the actual hit, but not where it is going to hit. So that can make it a little bit more annoying to dodge. Now, who the heck is this flaming head guy? Well, hiding from him is not going to be an option. At least it appears that these basic enemies, assuming they are basic enemies, can be stunned with an individual hit. Of course, what I wouldn't give for a gun, because I'm more of a ranged player than a melee player. And apparently we cannot open any of the doors. So it looks like this tutorial is a pretty straightforward scripted area. It looks to be very linear. Now, I haven't really found an excuse to use this charge attack. I'm able to kill these guys in about 3 melee hits. And this charge attack is so slow. I'm sure there will probably be something later on that I'll use the charge attack on. The charge attack also, which is what I was messing around with right there, was trying to see, it does take a little bit of your stamina. Just the smallest amount, but it does take a little bit. So I'm not sure how much I want to use the charge attack. Oh, we got ourselves another cutscene. Well, he didn't make it. These enemies look pretty strange. They almost look like we're fighting evil trees. I didn't really read up on the lore or anything, so I'm a bit in the dark when it comes to that. No pun intended. And that is definitely the ugliest little ball I have ever seen. Did we die there? Oh, maybe not. That would be a hell of a tutorial if you died in the tutorial. Congrats! You made it to the tutorial, but now you're dead. See, this is what I mean with those loading screens. They're not like the insanely long Anthem loading screens, but you'll spend like a solid 10-15 seconds on that loading screen. Just enough that you end up noticing, like, okay, is this loading screen gonna end at all?
Want to start bleeding again, do you? I'm Wallace. I wanted to see you.
We have different choices with the dialogue options.
Commander Ford and Mr. Riegler found you.
I wonder if some of the secret achievements might be related to like a good or bad ending, if there is such a thing.
Wasn't coming back.
Or maybe just an optional objective.
Never mind.
I'll have to play through the game more and
Commander said you should come see
kind of make note of the choices I made
down the hall.
on this playthrough.
She'll find a place for
Because it wouldn't surprise me if they put something in to where you have to do something different on a
See you later.
certain NPC or something like that. Now what I need to do is see A, where my sword is, and B, if they hid anything around here. As I mentioned earlier, they do love to hide stuff. And lo and behold, I found a journal. So I'm just going to kind of skim through these pages. Which, this journal has a lot of pages. I don't want to miss anything on my first playthrough, if at all possible. This way I can get all of the achievements, or at least as many achievements as possible in one playthrough. But this darn journal has a lot of pages to it. I finally came to the end of the journal. I didn't get any in-game notification or achievement or XP or anything, so I think that journal was purely a piece of lore and nothing else. But who knows, it might come in handy for something later on. Let's just check downstairs real quick. I don't want to traipse you off too far from where I think I'm supposed to go. But you never know. They leave these open world areas and maybe I can find something, a secret. I can discover it secretly. Unfortunately, it looks like this stuff needs power, so I should probably continue with the main quest since I can't do anything with any of these stations here. Now, I've seen a little blinking red light, so I'm assuming that's the way that we're going to need to go. The blinking red lights are the markers, or the waypoints, so to speak, in this game. And lo and behold, we get a cutscene. I guess I went to the right door.
Well, look who's awake. You put up quite a fight outside our gates. It's
It's with Riggs downstairs. If everything checks out here, I'll see you get it back. I'm Commander Ford. This is my base, and you, friend, are an unexpected guest. It's my job to know the kind of people I bring into Ward 13. We haven't seen a living soul on that shore for weeks. You will tell me why you were really out there, or we'll let the root have you. No one has given that power in a very long time, but you've got no chance of getting
I mean, considering they took my sword away, I guess I don't have much of a choice but to help these people.
Ward has been cut off. We had to block the gates after we dragged you in. The root are everywhere. But now that you're here, I have an idea. I'll tell you what. You want to leave? You'll have to do something for us first. First, we need power. That storm knocked out our reactor recently. With enough power, we might be able to activate another way out of here. The reactor is on the lower basement level. There's a stairwell that leads down to it. Get it running, then come back here. Nothing.
I'm not entirely sure how many times I'm gonna like playing through this story.
Already lost a man down there a few days
Right now I am listening to the dialogue. I do see the skip option, and I feel like once I've done it once, that skip option is gonna be my best friend.
You do this for us, and I'll make sure you get out of here.
Let's just take a look around before I head down and try and find that generator.
The sooner the power's back on, the
Oh,
faster
nothing else. No prompts for talking to that NPC again. Well, this place looks like it could be useful for something. And he looks like he might be an armorer. I think this is the NPC I'm looking for.
Hey, it's good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to Ward 13. I did what I could to patch you up. You seem like a tough one, though. Name's Wriggler. Most everyone calls me Riggs. Well, your sword was pretty banged up in the fight. Not much I could do with it, I'm afraid. The blade was shattered when we found you. Mostly scrap metal at this point. Think I remember Ace mentioned she found a few weapons out in the city. Maybe she'll help you out. Well, last I heard, Ace went down to check out the reactor. Good luck down there.
Well, he didn't have my sword for me.
Got nothing for ya.
And apparently she's got nothing for me. I guess we're going to restart the reactor with no weapon. What could possibly go wrong here? Now, where is the reactor, though?
You picked a hell of a time to visit the ward, friend.
Oh, well, that's cool. You can kind of talk to the NPC and he'll
Just through that door.
not necessarily open a dialogue with you, but he'll have some helpful words. Or I could just look on, you know, the giant placard on the wall. Hey, we found what floor the reactor's on. Go me. I'll have to come back and explore this base later.
You try scaring me up.
This game looks like one of those games where you're going to spend a lot of time exploring stuff, possibly backtracking to areas you've been just because you didn't have the item or items
Where the hell did
to go ahead and get to a certain spot.
you nearly scared the life out of me. No one else wandering around down here. You're not from around here, are you? Name's Ace.
out, right? Well, you found it. Starting that relic could mean trouble, though. So, you ever start a reactor? Well, it makes a lot of noise, for starters. Lucky for you, it's just the press of a button on the terminal above us. Would have done it myself, but without knowing what might come sniffing around. With the two of us, though, maybe we got a chance. Okay, so I have an idea. You go upstairs and start the reactor. I'll help you kill whatever comes.
Yeah, let's go ahead and restart the reactor. I mean, come on, how much trouble could we get into here?
Let's see if I can find you something.
Ooh, select an archetype. Which one do I want? So it looks like we have the hunter, and we have the scrapper. Scrapper is like a melee fighter. I can't quite tell if he's the DPS or the tank of the group. If I had to ask, I would say tank. Interesting set of weapons too. Hammer, pistol, and a shotgun. I don't think I'll use that one. We have the ex-cultist, though. Looks pretty similar. Mid-ranged combat with a coach gun. But the coach gun is literally another term for shotgun. Except it should be a double-barrel shotgun. And we still have a pistol, and we have a scrap axe or hatchet. Interesting. But there's the ability to heal self and allies. Now that sounds extremely useful since there's no passive health regen. And then we have the hunter. It's a long-range precision hunting rifle. Same auto pistol as everyone else. And then the good old sword. Which one should I do? Hunter or ex-cultist? I mean, normally I'm more of a ranged guy than a melee guy. But everything I fought before was like right up in your face. And I kind of want to have a sword. You can probably switch later on, or I can always make a new character. If I had to, I could just make a new character and choose the other archetype. I'll probably... Yeah, I'm going to go with the ex-cultist. I think I'm going to play this game a fair deal in co-op, so having the ability to heal oneself and one's teammates, I think, would be more beneficial. I could be wrong. I don't know if that will be the way to go, but that's what I'm going to do, and I got an achievement for it. So hell yeah, we got the very first achievement. Even though Microsoft is being a little buggy at the moment and not tracking the achievements correctly for some reason. So it looks like it auto-equipped my pistol, the shotgun, and the axe. And the coach gun literally is a shotgun. It looks like a double-barrel over-under shotgun. I'll tell you that pistol looks an awful lot like a C96 Mauser. Or more commonly referred to as the broom handle Mauser, just with like a stripped receiver on it. And then we have two pieces of clothing. I'm just noticing that I only have a shirt and boots on. Don't ask where my pants went. After all, I nearly drowned. But we do have two ring slots, a necklace looking slot, helmet, chest plate, and those boots. I'm not sure how much inventory space I have, but I guess I'll just have to continue to play the game to find out how much inventory space we have. And then, of course, I've got some traits that I can spend points on. I'm assuming we get like a couple points every time we level up or something. I would think there's more than 3 traits in the game, but I'm not 100% sure of that one. And in the map and settings. Well, let's kick this party off. So I can aim in with the pistol, switch to my shotgun. Just going to kind of familiarize myself with the new weapons real quick. And I do wonder if I can blind fire a weapon in this game. Well, that answers that question. I can't. It's actually kind of good. So, unless you're aiming in with the left trigger, it does not appear like you can fire one of your weapons. That means you won't waste ammo. Or you won't waste as much ammo, I should say. Now I'm going to take my time with this, just in case there's another option. Let's see what all of the logs say. That's a lot of status failed. And what does the system diagnostic say? Oh, why is everything failing? Or better question, why are we trying to restart a reactor that's literally said everything failed? Kids, do not try that at home. Restarting a nuclear reactor where everything says failed just sounds like a terrible idea. Alright, I am missing my shots terribly here. Maybe I should have made a melee character. Because that melee axe did a heck of a lot of damage compared to my pistol. Well, of course, about 3 pistol bullets isn't too bad to get 1 kill. I'll have to figure out resupplying ammo. I mean, they did drop scrap and some ammo, but I don't know how frequently they do drop the ammo, and that's one thing that can be a little worrisome. Luckily, since this is in third person, I can kind of hide behind this wall a little bit. I'm not sure if this game has friendly fire, but I'm not going to test it just yet. That shotgun looks like it does pretty good damage. Definitely a lot higher damage than my pistol. Then again, it should. It's a shotgun after all. It's nice to be able to see the enemy health bars and the damage numbers. But of course, I have one of these little trees trying to sneak up behind me. I'm telling you, that pistol looks like a C96 Mauser. Like, if you took the wooden grips off of the C96 Mauser and you messed with the frame just a little bit, you'd basically have that pistol right there. For those of you that aren't as familiar, the C96 Mauser is a very early autoloader, high-capacity auto-loading pistol, more commonly referred to in layman's terms as the broom handle Mauser. But you don't see too many of those guns anymore. So it's interesting that it's in this game. Then again, I'm not entirely sure of the date that this game takes place in. As I said, I did not research the lore, so I am probably missing a few things. Let me make sure I pick up all of the scrap. I'm not sure if ammo's going to be a currency, but I definitely feel like scrap's a currency. It looks like it's a currency. Or at least something that's needed for completion of whatever you want.
Sure is good to have some light around here.
Jeez Louise, there's a lot of cutscenes in the tutorial. Or tutorial and like
You're risking
first
a lot
mission or two.
you don't know, stranger. Yes. You're trying to get yourself to that little island, yeah? Word moves fast when there ain't many words left around here. Listen, friend, I know you don't know me from a can of paint, but I want to help. You got
This guy wouldn't talk to me before. He just kept telling me where the door is.
you're gonna save the world, ain't you?
Now he wants me to save the world?
Here.
Interesting.
I want you to have this. Not many people can keep the spirits out there in the world. An old friend told me this little bauble could keep even death at bay. At least for a while. And if you're looking to buy other treasures for your travels, come see me. Ace has got her own space over there. Between us, we got all sorts of treasures. But that stone there, free of charge. Take good care of it. Oh, one more thing. Ellen, Commander Ford, she knows more about that island than you, that's all. Ask her about the founder of Ward 13.
This guy talks an awful lot.
You picked a hell of a
I don't want to skip it.
Ward, friend.
Oh, and he just gave me a dragon heart. Oh. Okay. Looks like a dragon heart is like your health potion, health flask, Estus flask, if you're thinking like a Dark Souls type of content. Or at least that's what it reminds me of.
Great work with the reactor, friend. You make a good team.
Nope. Nothing I can buy there. I guess it's back to talking with the boss lady.
Glad to see you got the reactor running. And I see Reggie gave you the dragon heart. He wouldn't part with it.
Well, I was correct about having to talk to the boss lady. So that was, in a way, a glorified fetch quest.
Would be useful to you.
Interesting, though, so far.
Reggie may play the old fool, but his judgment is.
Then again, I don't think I'm too far into the game, even time-wise.
I'm willing to
I feel like I've been maybe 40 minutes, if that, probably a little less.
Riggs and McCabe downstairs. They'll fit you with better gear. Come see me afterwards.
Still no collectibles for me. Darn it. Let's see what the armorer has.
Hey, friend.
He should have some nice upgrades for me.
Power back on. Ford mentioned we should help you get sorted for the city, as a thanks for getting us out of the bind. Maybe we can put your old blade to good use after all. Let me look.
Oh, I can upgrade stuff. Huh. Iron and scrap. So iron is like a reagent, scrap is like the currency that you need to pay people to do shit. But now, what do I want to upgrade? My shotgun, my pistol, or my axe? Decisions. The axe gets an additional 4 damage. The pistol gets like an additional 1.7. The shotgun gets like, I think, additional 12 if I've read that correctly. But I'm kind of tempted to use the pistol since that's what I really seen enemies dropping ammo for. And a gun that does more damage, but doesn't have ammo is kind of a useless paperweight. And I don't see too much under these advanced stats. So thankfully I don't see a durability bar. I don't see anything that says the weapon might break or jam either. Hopefully I don't have to waste time cleaning these weapons or repairing them or just throwing them in the dumpster for junk. And it does not look like I can upgrade the armor. Maybe you can upgrade certain pieces of armor, but since this is the default starting armor, I can't upgrade it any further. Currently, at least. So, the million-dollar question. What weapon do I actually upgrade? I am leaning towards the pistol, though. But it always takes me forever to make up my mind on what I want to do. I should note, if you guys enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like on it. And if you can, share the video with your friends, as that greatly helps out the searchability of videos here on YouTube. Just a shameless plug there. So they don't give me enough iron to upgrade more than one weapon. I can only upgrade one weapon. Such a torturous decision. I don't know if you can scrap weapons later on. I like the pistol. Ooh, I love that. Another achievement, though. So I got my first 2 achievements for the game. They're not showing up on my recent achievements for some reason.
That's better. Oh, and take this.
And I think I get a cool armor upgrade.
Ah, there you go. It's sturdier. Every little bit counts out there.
Definitely better looking armor.
It's true. We don't have much, but you did right by us. Best we do right by you. If you need any weapon upgrades in the future, come see me. McCabe over there will help you out with the augments for your gear. But, stick to business talk. You know, she's not much for chat beyond her work.
Oh, it auto-equipped my new armor. That's kind of cool. Better stats. But a completely different actual bonus, though. Set bonus. Well, which piece do I want to use? Because I want to kind of keep the bonus where I can have a higher chance of finding items when I destroy stuff. Because I certainly love to go around and break all the stuff. I'm just going to throw these boots on. I don't even have anything else, so the boots are probably the best choice. Being that there's only a small armor rating that I'm missing from those. And then when I break things, I'll have a 10% chance to find something. Or an additional something. I'm not entirely sure how that works.
You're the stray Ford was talking about. Said we should get you equipped for the city. Doesn't make sense to me.
Well, she seems rather upset with us.
Apparently taking out a few root is enough for our commander, though. Ford's gonna give my time to every stray who wanders in, and we're having words. I'm McCabe. I'm the engineer. You're a pain in my ass. I'm not some scrap peddler, got it? I don't upgrade trash. Alright then. See what we're dealing with here. This'll help keep you on your feet. Along with anyone else fool enough to join you. That's all you get for now. Get me more components,
once and I'll make more. For a fee. Now get out of here.
I think I just found my first class ability. Or, like, modification thing. Yep, it's a weapon mod. So this is what's going to allow me to heal myself. At least a little bit, eventually. Well, that tutorial didn't leave any questions about the weapon mod. I wonder if I should put it on my shotgun or my pistol. I can freely equip and unequip the mod, which is nice. I'm going to leave it on the pistol for now. Only because I get a lot more ammo for the pistol, so I can probably charge the ability much faster on that. My pistol has a different graphical look to it. It looks cooler now. Alright, back to the boss lady.
Good to see you more equipped. Riggs and McCabe do good.
Her reflection looks weird, really weird.
Enough to get you on your way. We
I
can't
just
leave
noticed
anybody
that.
else now, but the founder, my grandfather, gave me this key years ago. He said we should only use it when there's no other choice. Well, we are out of choices. Considering you stuck your neck out for us, it seems fitting you do the honors. Take it. There's a terminal downstairs in the main room. Use the key there. With any luck, we can get the thing running. Oh. Don't thank me just yet.
Wait, is that a sword? Ooh, that's a cool looking sword. I want that sword. Replace my little hatchet with that thing. Now let's go find where I use this key. Oh, this looks like something that I could use a key at. And sure enough it is. Who would have guessed?
Really simple, isn't it? I read about it, but I never saw it working. This
Let's see. What could possibly go wrong? We have a giant glowing red crystal.
You want to get out of here? This is
Yeah,
your
that's
shot.
never a bad sign.
My grandfather was the commander before me.
At least until the
And
crystal explodes.
the founder of Ward 13. He brought everyone to Ward 13.
But hey, I guess it would make a good radioactive nightlight.
To learn where the root came from. He spent so much time out there. Searching. One day. There's a room just outside the ward. All his notes, any hint of where he went. It's there. If you want to reach the atoll, he may be the last one who knew how to get there. Listen, I know this has all been...
At least I get my first quest in the open world now.
But you came through for us. For that, I'm grateful. You're welcome back, and...
I'll have to come back and search this bunker later. But I want to go out and see what's in store for me in the rest of the world. And I get a third achievement. Hell yeah. That's an easy achievement, but I'll take it. And I have a decent amount of progress on some of these other achievements, as far as like acquiring armor sets, weapons, things of that nature. So let's go play with this red crystal up here. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? I feel like I'm gonna die a lot in this game. Alright, so I'm just on a regular campaign for now, which I think is all that exists. But I suppose DLC or things of that nature would show up there. I'm guessing this is our form of fast travel in this game. It's like a hybrid fast travel campfire. That's very unique. And once again with that loading screen. Of course they're a necessary evil, those loading screens. I gotta take a quick look around this room for any kind of collectibles. It would be just like them to hide something in the starting area where everybody's just gonna run past it. I wonder if that explodes. Hey, it didn't. Alright, so it kind of looks like wooden items can be destroyed with melee. That's good, because I like to break things, and they're dropping loot. I'm just gonna destroy everything. I'm getting scrap for it, so hey, why not? It pays to destroy it. I've got a few letters here. That's interesting. I'm not sure I like having to read all of this lore, but at least the lore is there if you wish to read it. So we have a few pickups, useful items. Oh, that's a quest item, a key card. I wonder what I do with that. I got a survivor bag? Where did I pick that up from? Alright, that's an item I don't remember picking up. So I'm not sure why I have that. But I'll hold on to it for now until I'm more familiar with what I need to do with the different items. Oh, we found another note. That one wasn't as long, though. And this looks like it heads outside. It feels like it heads in the direction that I should go, so I'm going to check out this little, like, alternate tunnel route and see what's in here. I have a few boxes that I can destroy, which means XP and scrap, which is like the currency. And I found another book. I knew they were going to hide something. Well, that armor was interesting. It was purple. I guess that's just what armor is. Well, hey, it paid to come up here. I got armor, got some iron, I found a piece of lore. Plus I got some scrap from smashing the crates. But I should probably continue on, because that armor doesn't look super much stronger than what I have. And the set bonus is really different. I eventually need to figure out what the inventory system in this game is like. Like, do I keep it all on me, or do I scrap old items? What exactly do, I wonder? Well, off to the open world I go, looking for collectibles all around. Because you know they are going to hide stuff. I just don't know where. Plus I hear enemies around. I'm not sure if this game has a stealth factor or not, but we'll find out. And it does not look like we have the ability to open and loot cars or any kind of like locked door, or any real doors for that matter. And I guess I can't get in that door, even though there was a wooden board there. That's frustrating. This is kind of where I wish I had a sniper rifle. That doesn't do that much damage at all. Wow. That pistol does hardly anything outside of its optimal range. It does like 19 damage inside optimal range, but outside of it, forget about it. It's almost best to shoot these guys a couple times to stun them, dodge their attack, and finish them off with a melee as opposed to wasting the bullet. But I'm going to take my time and look around these corners and whatnot, see if there's anything I can destroy or any hidden collectibles before I move on to the next area. I still have a decent amount of pistol shells left. But if I don't get better with this melee timing, I'm gonna die. Because I'm hitting the enemy, but the enemy's hitting me at the same time. Oh, I could break that. Sweet. I have so many questions with this game. I wonder how the co-op's going to be. I wonder how the loot system's going to be. I wonder if friendly fire is on. I wonder if you can pick up an item in the world and then, like, if you go back and the monsters respawn, if those breakable objects will be there in the world again. I'm assuming they won't, but I'll have to test that out a little bit later. In the meantime, I'm just gonna explore a bit. Oh, they didn't hide anything back here. That's kind of frustrating. I wonder if I can go through this gate. Probably not. It would be too easy if I could. And nope, I can't. Possibly later. I bet there's a way to unlock that gate. What the heck is that dude up there? I think he has a bow. Yeah, that looks like he's got a bow. Well, let's go ahead and play this a little bit on the sneaky side. I'm just gonna look for some other way to approach this. Maybe there's something upstairs that I can use to my advantage. Nope, I just pissed off another one. Apparently there's a second guy with a bow. Yeah, I definitely wish I had a sniper rifle right now. And there's little minions too. Okay then. Plus these bow guys keep teleporting on me. They're proving to be a bit annoying. I have a decent amount of ammo though. The heck? How'd he hit me? I took an arrow to the ass cheek, and now I'm bleeding. That's not fair. How do I stop that? Or just take another arrow, and I'm still bleeding. That's not good. I am gonna end up dying from friggin' bleed damage. I'm not sure what you lose if you die. I think I read somewhere you don't really lose anything if you die. That would be cool. Yeah, I have like hardly any health left. This bleeding just won't stop. And there's another guy with the bow, which my shotgun did not seem to do that much damage to. Well, at least the guys with the bows are down. And I just found some primary weapon ammo. It's a little deceiving what you can destroy and break in this game and what you can't. overall, it's kind of interesting right now. I'm curious to see how the co-op's gonna be. I didn't expect to take this much damage this early in the game. I guess they weren't joking about it being difficult. It seems like the best way to deal with these guys is to fire a couple rounds, stun them, and melee them. Or just try to gun them down with the pistol if I can keep getting ammo for it. I wonder what's in this big-ass box. Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. That makes me wonder, how does the multiplayer world work? I found a healing potion. That'll keep me alive for a minute. I probably should have saved that, though, in retrospect. I have no idea how common those healing potions are. What? Okay, I guess he can hit me through the wall. Well, we'll find out what happens when I die. So it kicked me back to the crystal. And it looks like my ammo's full now. I have no progress on my weapon mod, but I do still have those things that I picked up, and I still have my trait points. So yeah, it doesn't look like I actually lost anything. I have vigor, endurance, and spirit, but I feel like there's more traits in the game than just those. There has to be. So what happens when I interact with this crystal again, since nothing's around? Does this function like a save point? Like a Dark Souls campfire? Well, it says rest. I don't see myself resting, but my ammo's restocked, so I would assume yes, the crystal functions like a Dark Souls campfire. Interesting. Now that means that the enemies respawn, or at least I would assume enemies that aren't classified as bosses. Anything lower than a boss would respawn. But I wonder if the world objects respawn. Like if I could keep going out and just destroying a couple monsters, just farm those basic minions and wooden crates and stuff. I guess there's only one real way to find out. Of course, the game wants to tell me about upgrading stuff now because I died, which probably would be the best idea for me to upgrade at least something to get like some more damage. I'm gonna have to go back out there and see what I can do differently. It's gonna be trial and error. Farm a bit, die a bit, a lot, upgrade some stuff, rinse and repeat. I just feel like that's exactly how this game's gonna go. But let me see if those world items respawned. It doesn't look like they did. Even the wooden crates are gone, still destroyed. The lore book's open, since I interacted with that earlier. So I would say that the lore items stay put. The world items, once you interact with them or pick them up, they disappear. I don't know how that would work with co-op. I will try that at some point, but these little enemies definitely respawn. should be careful about wasting too much ammo, though. I couldn't help myself. These guys were all nice and neat in a line. Shooting them and then meleeing them seems to work fairly well. I do wish I had something that would automatically pick up all of the stuff that dropped on the ground. That would be nice instead of having to press X on it. If I don't get past those bowmen this time, I'm not entirely sure what I should do. I'm going to have to farm it a little bit more. I know I'll make it past them. I just have to memorize, like, the enemy and figure out the best strategies for dealing with each specific enemy type. So when I die next, I will stop chatting and just leave you to enjoy some of the gameplay. I should be at about, if I had to guess, roughly an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. So I'll probably have roughly about another half an hour, 45 minutes of extra gameplay. I'm not as far into the game as I thought I would be, though. I'm having to go through this slower. I do really hope that you guys enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, there are several ways that you can help above and beyond supporting the show if you would like to. And I just got bleeded through this vehicle. How the heck is that even possible? Okay, my luck is not on my side right now. I was doing better last run. But like I was saying, I do have some neat things, neat tools that allow you to greatly help support the show here. Eventually I will be making a Patreon. I don't have that done yet. Right now I do have GatherBot. Those of you who have a Twitch account, you can play free mobile games, get your subscription for free, plus I get an advertising fee on that. And also, if you buy anything off of Amazon, or you want to pick this game up for yourself off of Amazon, because that darn bleed damage just killed me again. I gotta do something about that bleed damage. Or maybe upgrade a weapon. I don't know, I'll mess with that in a second. But I do have the Amazon Associates, so in the description I'll leave you a link if you want to pick up this game or any other game for that matter. And then I do get credit for the sale, so that greatly helps me out. But with that being said, I'll leave you a link to my Discord channel, of course my Twitch channel. I hope to see you guys in many more videos. Let me know what you think of this game. I'm going to play on without talking for a bit and just focus solely on trying to run through this and get an idea, get a better feel for it, show a little bit more gameplay that's maybe not the same as what everybody's doing with the basic first mission. For some reason, I'm having better luck meleeing these monsters. I'm not sure. Maybe I just have to master the dodge and the iframes that the dodge gives you, which would be immunity frames. I will figure it out, though. And hopefully I will see you guys on another video. Until then, my brothers and sisters, thy legion, stay frosty.
are off. Who's next? Damn it! Oh, it's over.
trouble in the ward, got it?
Good to see you again. What do you need? Be safe out there.
What? Fine, let's have a look. I've got work to do. Keep moving.
Anything you need? What do you need? Be safe out there.
Hey, no trouble in the ward, got it?
Well, as rude as she may be, I've seen the cave do some amazing things when it comes to weapons.
Man, we did some good down at the reactor. Spirits are way up. Told them I couldn't have done it alone. And that's true. I'm only sorry we didn't find less. Guess my lucky coin couldn't keep him safe. They're both gone now. Gotta move on. But hey, if you find good scrounge out in the world, bring it by, yeah? I'll deal you fair. Take care then.
Oh there. Hey there, friend. We weren't properly introduced before. Name's Reginald Malone, but you can just call me Reggie. If you're looking for a fix to what ails you, I'm your guy. More if you just want to swap stories, I'm good for that too. I bet you got your share. Oh, don't sell it short, friend. Best stories are in the details. Man, it's good to see a new face again. Folks around here getting grim these days. Not easy keeping yourself together day to day with the monsters all around us. Yeah, give a kind word where you can and the world ain't all bleak. But hey, you found us a way out, didn't you? You're the hero of the war today, friend. Keep spreading the hope. Here you go. Safest of travels. Hello again, friend. Certainly. Oh, I don't like the caves. Rough around here. Rigs. Aces. What? We'll do our War 13. Well, the ward's been... Story goes, Ellen. She might... Oh, hey, my story... And by searching my life, I do... anything else you need? Safest of travels. Hello again, friend. Safest of travels. Hello there, friend.
Needing any scrounge? Needing any scrounge?
Root's still thick as hell. But at least we have a way out, thanks to you.